I'm here with a book unhaul. So I have a lot of books to show you. I kind of have a lot of books to show you, but is it 13, 15? What is it? I have 20 books that I am unhauling, but 14 of them are all from the same series. So all of these already have new homes. They are going either to a friend at work or to my mom. As I've said in previous videos, whenever I had gotten rid of duplicate books, they usually go to either this friend at work or my mom. So let's just get the series over with because it'll be fast. This is a mix of mass market paperbacks and hardcovers, so this is going to be interesting to try to lift. That is the Sookie Stackhouse series by Charlene Harris. Sorry. That is the Sookie Stackhouse series by Charlene Harris. I keep thinking that I'm saying that wrong. Now, while I did enjoy the series, I have also watched the entire TV show, and I'm not going to reread them. After book 4, you start getting into where there was a short story that was in an anthology somewhere in the world, and it keeps talking about like stuff that happened in that short story and referencing it, but since it's not actually part of the series overall, it made it really confusing. And I have some of the anthologies that have the short stories in it, and I do have a book of short stories that I still haven't read yet, so I'm not getting rid of those yet because I am still interested in what they have to say. But I'm going to be giving this whole series to one of my friends at work because she's interested in reading it and she hasn't read it yet, and I'm never going to reread it. I mean, it was enjoyable while I read them, and actually, if you are ever interested in reading these, I would actually look into the audiobooks because I read a couple of these on audiobook, and the voice actress that they have for the audiobooks was really fun to listen to. So if I'm ever going to reread these, I'm going to listen to the audiobooks. These next 3 books are part of a series, and my mom's boyfriend had given them to me whenever they had moved. It's the first 3 books in a series, and I'm not really interested in picking up any more in the series, so I'm not really interested in reading them after I found out, because I thought that it was just the 3 books, and I was like, oh cool, I'll take those if it's just the 3 books. But I found out that it's more. There's actually quite a few more books in the series, and I don't want to get tied into another series that I'm not really sure if I'm even interested in. There's actually a series that's based on a video game, or is the video game based on the book series? I don't know which came first, chicken or the egg. That is the Diablo series, and these are written by a couple of different authors. Richard A. Knack wrote books 1 and 3, and Mel Odom wrote book 2. This is the first 3 books. Legacy of Blood, The Black Road, and The Kingdom of Shadow. And like I said, since I found out that it is part of a much larger series, I'm not really interested in reading it. I'd rather just play the video game. The next book I have is Inside Out and Back Again by Unhaul. I have no idea. I'm still pretty sure that I am saying that name wrong. But this is written in verse, and I didn't know that whenever I purchased it. It was an interesting read. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought, but I'm never going to reread it. So it's going to find a new home. The next book is Flipped by Wendelin von Drane. I have no idea. And while I enjoyed this book, it's another one that I just don't want to reread. I really didn't like the ending of it. That was my biggest pet peeve about this book, was I really didn't like the ending. And like I said, never going to reread it, so it's going to find a new home. And the last book is The Girl in the Park by Mariah Fredericks. And oh cool, I totally didn't realize that there was a face there. Wow. The big thing about this one is I guessed what was going to happen. It's like a mystery book, and I guessed what was going to happen before it happened, and I'm not going to reread it, so it's going to find a new home. So I'm not lifting the Sookie Stackhouse series again because that's just a disaster waiting to happen. But these are the other books that I am unhauling today. These are all ones that are going to my mom. The other ones are all going to a friend at work. So that's all I have for this video, and I will see you next time.